Good day, Pisces, and welcome to my channel. This is your monthly reading for September 2024. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Universe speak, Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Two of Clubs, Eight of Spades, the Joker, and Nine of Diamonds. Okay, so your general energy for the month is the Nine of Diamonds. Through your hard work, you will have wealth and financial abundance. But you need to you need to accept your worth. I think you know your worth, right? I think most people know their worth deep down inside, but I think that people don't accept their worth, right? I don't think that a lot of people accept their worth. I think that I think a lot of people, especially nowadays, I think a lot of people downgrade themselves or, just kind of like not put themselves up on the top of the shell of the totem, right? And they kind of bring themselves down on stuff. And you need to not do that. You need to accept your worth. Okay, I think you know your worth, right? I think you know what you're worth, but I don't think you're accepting your worth to the point where you're going to do harder work to get more wealth and financial abundance in your life. I kind of feel like you're kind of in the mud, like you're kind of stuck in a way. Uh, Probably working for somebody else, when I feel like a lot of you need to be working for yourself in some sort of way. Um, but that might not be true for all of you. That's just true for some of you. But yeah, if you accept your worth, like if you don't know your worth, then you need to know your worth, right? Because we all have worth. We all have something that we're good at. We all have something that that we excel at. And you need to know that and accept it in order for you to work hard on something and receive the wealth and financial abundance you deserve for that. So definitely accept your worth. At the beginning of the month, you have the Two of Clubs, waiting and delays. So, yeah, there's going to be some waiting and delays either in business or love or both. I'm going to say I feel a lot of business. I feel a lot of business here, not a whole lot of like love. I feel more business here. So, um, the only thing that you can do either way, if it's business or love, is plan and prepare. Plan and prepare for how you're going to handle it if it's good, how you're going to handle it if it's bad, whatever the news is that comes in on this business or love. What you don't want to do is you don't want to sit there and surmise how is it going to be good, how is it going to be bad. Don't do that. You'll come up with a billion scenarios and drive yourself insane. Just remain calm and just plan and prepare for the outcome rather than sitting there trying to figure out the how it's going to get to that outcome. Um, in the middle of the month, you have the Eight of Spades, false fears. This can have a lot to do with the accepting your worth. You could maybe fear accepting your worth, and what you can really do. And because we do that sometimes, we fear it because maybe it's a big thing, maybe it's a lot, maybe it's so much work that you just might not deep down want to do it or whatnot. And there's also the false fears of if you do, like, say that it is something that's like self-made or something like that, you do have the worries that if you're not worth that much, like if you're if what your worth is isn't enough to really pull through on this, You could fail. You could absolutely fail. I think this has a lot to do with the business too, is you fearing that this is going to fail. And the cards are saying don't worry about the outcome, and I see it here at the end of the month too. Don't worry about the outcome so much. Instead, just act. These are false fears. Fear not. Take action on business. I mean, love too. It can be love. Some of you, a small portion of you, it might be love, but I feel a lot of work here going on, some kind of work. And you're fearing it. You're fearing it that it might not work out because you're not, worthy of doing it or whatever, because you're not accepting your worth. You're worried that it's just going to fall apart, that you're not worthy enough. So don't do that. That's a false fear. Move past that. Here at the end of the month, you have a leap of faith. You have the Joker card. Yeah, so there's a positive risk ahead of you, which, I mean, this kind of all screams it, because the positive risk can be you accepting your worth and going after whatever this is, that's going to have you working hard to get financial abundance, and that's always a risk, right? So that does bring on fears, but they're false fears because this is a positive risk. Regardless how things end up, right? If you go after this leap of faith, no matter how it works out, there will be a positive effect, right? There will be something that comes out of positive, even if like you take on something new in your life, right? That you're worried that you're not worthy enough to do, and that you're not going to be successful in, which could be the waiting and delays. This could be not only here in the beginning of the month, this could be throughout the whole month, right? This waiting and delays to see if whatever this is actually going to work out. Now, the thing is that even if it doesn't work out right, this positive risk, this leap of faith, it's still going to be positive. Something positive is going to come off of that. Like, say, a business idea doesn't work. Most likely, what's going to happen is a new business idea is going to run off of that. And that will be the positive out of it, right? All the cards say is that you need to plan and prepare. Now, the Joker's also looking back, right? And this weight here is his past life. And that's holding him back too. That also might be a fear as well that you're having here. I think this is more than just one fear. I think this is many fears that you're having. And you don't want to leave your past behind. The life that you're having right now, you don't want to make it your past. That's what I'm getting here, is that you don't want to make it your past. You're worried about that. You don't want to lose that. But sometimes we have to lose our past to move forward, right? The sun here, which then in the Fool card, there actually is like a sun in the corner. It's lighting the way forward. It's lighting the way forward for you to take that leap of faith, to go with that positive risk, and not to fear leaving your past behind. And the past could be a job, a person, family member. It could be anything. Going forward can also be anything. It could be a relationship, a new job, a new life, whatever. Here, I see it as some kind of new job, some kind of new work for you is what I'm seeing the most. But it can be, for a small portion of you, it could be a new relationship, or it could be all of the above, and you're just making a big move in your life, right? But for a lot of you, I feel like it's got something to do with business. It's got something to do with wealth and financial abundance. That I think is a positive risk. But you have all these worries going on, but you don't need to worry. It's all false. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe speak. Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Oh, okay. So see, You got the Four of Pentacles. Now the Four of Pentacles is opportunities. It is opportunities. It's very large opportunities, and that's what I'm saying. You got a large opportunity here going on, but you're just having worries because there's delays and there's a risk, and it's a leap of faith, and you don't know how it's actually going to work out, and there's a lot going on here, and you not accepting your worth and all that stuff. But with this card, I also think that you're worried about stepping on your past. I feel like that's what's happening here. So what you just got to do is you just got to make sure that when you make this decision to take this positive risk, this leap of faith in front of you, which for a lot of you, I believe is some kind of business type thing. When you take that leap of faith, just make sure that you take it in a way that it's not going to affect the people in your life negatively, right? I mean, regardless, when you're moving on to, like, say you're moving on to a new job, of course there's going to be people that's going to be hurt by that. But all you got to really do is just take in consideration that that's going to happen, and also don't make it worse. Don't step on the people worse and make them feel bad, or make it where it affects their lives in a negative way, like a super negative way, like you leaving something behind. Of course that's going to cause some emotional issues with the people that you're leaving behind, or whatever you're leaving behind. But how you react and how you do things is going to uh, either make them or break them, right? You can either leave them on good terms and whatnot, or you can step on them and be cruel, or whatever that comes off of this. So just be careful the damage that you cause to the people that to the choice. Be careful of the choices that you make and how you make them, so it doesn't damage the people uh behind you, because that's what it's going to be. Regardless, there's going to be emotional issues here, I think, because it's got something to do with either you moving on to a new job or something, or some kind of new project. That's just how I feel. Some of you may be love, but I really feel it's like some kind of business thing, and you just need to make the correct choices so people aren't as hurt or affected negatively by it. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I hope this resonated. I hope it helps in some way. And if it does, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next month. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.